Hello, everybody, and welcome. As we like to do every week, we like to take a look at the past week's market activity and then, of course, bounce around the market and look for something to trade. Well, it's been quite a wild ride in the market. So, obviously, in the last few weeks before this last one, it had a huge drop. And then the last week, it pretty much went nowhere, but it was a pretty volatile nowhere. I mean, it kind of went up, kind of went down. But essentially, as far as a range goes, if we're going to do an iron condor, you can see we probably did one up here, and I know we did one actually in SPY a couple weeks ago that's still doing well. It's still kind of hanging in there because I think our low strike was 545 and it never went below that one. So we're still doing okay on that one, but this was the range for a while. Who knows if this stays the range? The market seems pretty volatile. So at least for me, I'm not looking to trade SPY right now just because who knows what the future holds. It's just been a kind of all over the place. If we look at the NASDAQ, obviously it always looks fairly similar kind of story. The only one that usually looks a little bit different is the IWM, but even this one looks, at this point, pretty much the same as the other three, right? It took a huge drop, kind of been here for about a week, but who knows where it goes from here. So what are we looking to trade this week? Well, these are always just based on my assumptions, right? I don't know what the market's going to do. All I do is make an assumption based on what I see, and I go from there. And again, just real quick, I'm going to go back to SPY because I want to also look at the volatility. You can see the volatility is 32 in the SPY. The NASDAQ, you can see up here, it's 32. IWM is 28. But I'm actually going to go to the bond market. TLT is the bonds. And you can see volatility is 28. So it's about the same volatility as the indices. But at least for me, it looks like kind of from here to about here, it's been in a bit of a range. Now, obviously, it took a bit of a dip here, but that's only for a couple weeks, and unless our trade was right in that window, this has kind of been the range for the last few weeks. 87.5 was kind of the low, and up here at 92.5 was kind of the high, and this goes all the way back to December. So for essentially the last 3-4 months, I feel like it's been in this range, and that's the assumption I'm using. So between around 88 and 93 is kind of where it's been. Volatility is decent. It's as high as it is in the indices. I don't want to get into individual stocks in this crazy market right now. It's obviously extremely volatile. Anything can happen. So I stay in ETFs, which are much more a conglomerate of stocks or more stable indices. So if I go to the trade page, remember 88 to 93 was kind of the range. So we're going to go right here to 54 days because these are more liquid. It'll be 53 tomorrow. I've saved us the trouble of setting this thing up. And as you can see, 93 was about the high. I sold the 94. 87.5 was about the low. I sold the 88. That means I want to stay between these two numbers for it to be a successful trade. Then I bought the call and the put $2 away to create a $2 wide iron condor. As long as I collect at least 66 cents or more on this trade, that is a valid trade. So here's the stock price. We'll just say it's around 91, right? So I'm going $3 up on the call side, $3 down on the put side, $2 wide iron condor, and as long as I collect at least 66 cents or more, this is a valid trade. And just real quick to show you, so that's 88.94. Back over here, there's around 88. 94 would be around here. So at least in my world, except for a little blip right here, it's been in that range for almost 4 months. So that is our trade in TLT for tomorrow. Hello everybody, Cal here with an ancient Chinese proverb which I'm sure you have all heard before. Give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Why am I telling you this? Because most services out there just give you a fish. They tell you, oh, make this trade, I made this much money, I made millions of dollars, do this, do this, do this. That's not my goal. My goal is to teach you to fish for a lifetime. I want to teach you the skill of trading so you can go out and make as much money as you want to on your own. And the best way I've come about to do that, at least for me, is to basically set up an alert system where you can watch me trade in real time. You'll get texts or emails directly to you in real time of the trades I make every week. I do 2 to 3 trades a week, so it's going to tell you everything you need to know about the trade. Why I did it, how I did it, what I did as far as specifics. And then you're also going to get the closing alerts when I close them for the maximum profit potential on these trades. Like, how do I close these trades? Why do I close them? To get the best profit potential over time. And I want you to do it without any risk, which is why I've set this up for $1 for the first month. You'll get my option income alerts for the first month for only $1, and you can cancel anytime, so there's no risk on this one. You're risking $1 to see if you can turn that knowledge or learn to fish. You'll use this code, MakeB1. If you want more, we have the Option Pro Alert, which is the exact same alert, but it also gives you access to every course and webinar I've ever made. It's a 13-course bundle, obviously thousands of dollars in knowledge. Again, you can do this using this code, and this is only $19 for the first month. And again, you can cancel this one at any time. So again, a risk-free attempt to learn and see if it's something you want to do. Here they are right here. If you want to go do it, you can go to sharpertrades.com, go to the products page. These two will pop up. You can type in these codes down here, or you can just go directly to this link right here and it'll build the code in itself, or the attachment I have at Udemy along with this little video. So again, my goal is to teach you to fish. I can't think of a better way to do that than to trade side by side with me in real time. Hopefully you jump on this opportunity. Hope to see you soon. Take care.